Hello everybody, hi folks, it's Celeste here and welcome to A Crafter's Story. I decided this week that I'd like to make some stacked pockets. So normally what I would do is I would go and look for some pretty papers in a drawer somewhere, or go to the graphic fairy. I might download something, but printing was not going to be an option because I lost the power cord to my printer. I found it in the kitchen drawer. I don't even know why. Who knows? Anyway, it's all fixed up, but in the meantime, I thought, well, it's an opportunity for me to create some papers, which is exactly what I did here. And this is the result. I'm going to show you how I made it because it's super fun, and I hope that you find some inspiration in creating something similar. So there is a pocket up top here, and once this goes into a journal, this will be I'm only going to glue it down these two sides, so there's going to be even larger pocket there, and then there's a little belly band in the middle. And I was going to use this tag. It's sticking though, and I think it's just the paint on paint, so I have this little tag instead that you can color in on. Anyway, so this is rather what I made. I'm going to set that aside and give you the measurements. The large purple one is a 6x4. Sorry, let me just say, these don't have to be your dimensions. This is just what I used. So that on this cardstock, my purple is this large 6x4. The red is this 3x4, and then I have two 4x2s or 2x4s, doesn't matter. One is sitting across here, it's this sort of leather strip look, and the other one was what made up the tag, and then this tiny little blue one is our 1x2. So once you have this all measured out, I'm going to cut it, and then we can start painting and doodling on these pages. This is a watercolor pad cardstock. It's 140 pound. It does not have to be watercolor paper at all. I just find a really inexpensive watercolor paper at my local Walmart, which is why I use it so much, because I can do my watercolors on it when I choose to, and I can use it as cardstock in projects like this. So, but it can be any cardstock, anything with a little weight to it, you know. Okay, so I've decided to use the same colors, but I want to switch it out. So I don't want the purple to be purple again. I'm going to make the purple into the green. The only thing I don't want this to look festive. I want it still to be very so I'm wondering if the green is a good idea, guys. You know what? I think I'm going to put the green away. I'm going to make the background red instead. I just worry a little bit that it's going to look Christmassy, and I don't want that. So let's just get some of this red down, and I'm just using my folk art. This is an apple red rouge pomme. Let's see there. Nothing fancy. I like this paint. It dries really fast. It's water based and it covers really well. So there we are. I wrote the 6x4. I'll have to put maybe a little extra, but it will cover it, and I'm going to doodle over it anyway. So at first, when I started using the apple barrel and the folk art paint, I thought, oh, it's chalky, but it's not. I take all of that back, and I now love it. I think it works like an absolute charm for the projects that I do. And so, lesson learned, don't be quick to judge, right? Don't judge your art supplies. Oh, there's a little bit of gunk there. Just get rid of that. Oh, a little bit more. What is? They're like little dried pieces, I think. Alright, so we've got the red down. I'm going to put that aside to dry and bring out another mat to do the smaller pieces. There it is. And now what was red is now going to be, I guess just what was red can now be purple. It's just, so I'm not really switching it up quite as much as I thought. But that's okay. What did I do with those brushes? Oh, right under my nose. Brushes right under my nose. I found that the folk art is slightly thicker in its consistency than the apple barrel, which is more sort of, I want to say runny. So that red that I just did was folk art. This purple is an apple barrel. And you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's definitely more of a runny consistency. Like that. Okay. So now I'm going to bring out this little strip that'll go across. And I'll just work off to the side here. I think let's make that blue. I'm going to erase the pencil markings. I don't really need to, but I just think it might, with the blue, may not be thick enough. I could be wrong, but just in case. Okay, so we'll get the blue down, and then I'll put the sort of faux, it's called, what's it called? Light mocha. It's one of my favorite colors. It just, when I put it down on the watercolor paper, because there's a little bit of a, I guess, a texture to this watercolor paper, it gives it almost like a leathery look. The first thing my dad said when he looked at it yesterday, he said, oh no, don't do that. What did I do? I put, okay, not a train smash. I can cover it. There we go. Just like that. I was trying really hard not to pick these up, but I landed up having to do so. That's okay. All right, then the last little piece is now going to be the mocha. Oh, come on, open. And again, I think I'm just going to erase the pencil markings. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking you guys. I didn't mean to shake you. My camera tripod is stuck to the table, and so if I'm erasing or doing anything with that moves the table, it moves the tripod. So I apologize for that. Just like this. All right, so now this all needs to dry. It doesn't take long. The cardstock is going to warp a little bit because these paints are water-based, but they flatten down again when they dry, so it's not a big deal. Okay, all the pieces are dry now, and I've decided that I'm going to copy the markings from my original onto here, because it's still going to look different to this one because the layering sequence is different. So, and maybe I'll just do a slightly different, whereas those gold lines went vertical, I'm going to make them horizontal. And this is my dollar store Crafter Square gold marker, you guys. Nothing fancy. I just really like it because it's smooth, it's easy to use, and it's got a nice shimmer to it. I was in the dollar store yesterday and I was so tempted to get another one, and I thought, no, I don't need one yet. This one's still doing really well. I'm going to get all these. This is our biggest piece. And I've now forgotten the size. Was it 4x6? I think this was our 4x6, right? I think it's going to look really nice in my journal. I haven't picked out a page for it yet, but there are plenty open pages still to populate. So there's our beginner piece, and now I'm going to get out my Artisto paint pen, shake it up a bit, and maybe I'll just do circles with this one and not the flowers. Just give it something slightly different to the original, and they'll also go a little quicker. There we go. Well, we had some adventures this weekend. We had a lot of really strong winds, and we get those around here at this time of the year. And I think it was about 4:30 in the morning, and all I heard was like a whistling sound and then crash. And I thought, oh no. I knew it was our barbecue outside on the patio that had blown off. And yeah, the wind picked up this huge barbecue with a gas tank attached to it and flipped it on its head, and it went all the way past a bush, across some rocks, onto the lawn. That is how strong the wind was. Very, very scary. So it's our own fault. We know that this is what happens this time of the year. We tied down some things and just didn't secure that properly. So I don't know if anything's broken. I know there was a few bits and pieces that I picked up, but we'll have to see. And the part that really breaks my heart, if it is broken, is it's new. It's brand new. It's a new barbecue, and I will kick myself if that's what happened. But we've got nobody to blame but ourselves if it did break. Hopefully it's just cosmetic stuff that fell off that we can either live without or replace. But that wind has taken our fence down twice. It's blown the barbecue over now. It flung one of our chairs, our patio chairs, which is why they're now zip tied to the patio in the winter only. So yeah, we should have known. It's our own fault. Ah, well. Okay, so I don't know if you guys get any bad weather where you are. I know up in the northeast of the US right now, they are getting quite a bit of flooding. Up in Maine, I believe, they're getting quite a bit of flooding. So, I just hope everybody's okay. Material things we can replace, right? But lives we can't. So, okay. So I think that is a little different to the original, which was little flowers. I kind of like that. Nice, different. And now for this one, I'm going to need my black. I'm using my black Uniball. Oh, this way, Uniball impact pen. And I'm keeping it pretty simple. I'm going to put in a little corner here and there. There, and then maybe just some stitch marks. So as you can see, this is very simple to do, but yet when you put it all together and you stack all the pieces and you actually get it into the journal, or you get it onto the front of a card, I'm thinking this could even be a nice card if you decided on the back to paint this black, maybe. Like I did with this one, I painted it black just with my folk art paint, and you can write on it on the back with a white Uniball pen, and maybe put a gift card or something in the front here if you were giving it to somebody as a, if you were giving cash or if you, something like that. I'm going to make a big old circle here, all the four corners, just like that. This. So today it's nice and sunny and it's gorgeous outside. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll go for a walk later. Yeah, no, it is 22 degrees. I'm not going anywhere. Not a chance. Okay, so here I think I'm just gonna write notes again, because then it can be notes that you write, or maybe it's bank notes if you're giving a gift. And I think I made this too small, did I? No, I actually did okay. And I'm going to give it four corners again, and I will show you in a minute why I'm doing these large round dots. I am going to make it as if they are little screw-in brads. And guys, I'm not going to use my last piece. I have decided, like this one with the coloring in little tag, that I'm going to use another tag with some black and white that the person you give this to may want to color this in or leave it black and white, whichever they prefer. Okay, let me get my white uniball out. Here it is. Let's see, hopefully this is dry. I'm going to put a little cross here, like a little star screwdriver would be needed to, if this were a hardware piece, you would need so my black ink is not 100% dry, so it's not really coming out that well. I might have to just wait a bit with that. I'm probably going to have the same problem here. I wonder if the paint pen would work better. Let's see. Maybe the uniball on uniball, oh, stand up. There you go. Let's see if that works a bit better. No. Let's see if I shake it. No. Okay, so I'm going to have to wait for that to dry a little bit, but we can start assembling our pieces. And because I don't want this to have such a raw edge, I'm going to just ink up the edge a little bit to give it a little bit of a finished look. And I'm going to do that on all the pieces. Maybe this darker purple didn't need it quite as much. And I know this is going to show up. Yes. Oh, nice. Look at that. Just pretty. Pretty. So pretty. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now it is time for assembly. And because this is going to be a pocket on top of just being a layered piece, I'm not going to obviously glue all the sides. I'm only going to glue 3 of the sides, like that. I went a bit far up there, didn't I? Celeste, why did you do that? That's okay. Let's go down in the middle-ish. That is my exact term, guys. It's now in the middle-ish of this backing. So it's going to stay down quite nicely. Aleene's is really nice because it's a tacky glue and it adheres pretty quickly. So I don't normally have to clamp it, but I do have to give it a little bit of pressure like that. Okay, and our next piece is going to be the belly band. We're only going to put some... I got the lid in my mouth, guys, sorry. Okay, out. Lid is out. I can speak again. I'm going to put the belly band down. Oh, why is this one narrower? Okay, for some reason I have managed to make this belly band narrower. That one went all the way across. I wonder if I used the wrong... Yes, I used the wrong piece. Okay, so if I use that piece, I mean, I could. It's not going to look Christmassy once that's on there, right? Maybe a little bit. Okay, so I need to use the green piece. This one, for some bizarre reason, I thought they were the same size. It's not the same size. Well, let's glue it. Since the glue is here now, I will do the drawing part on it afterwards. Oh, crash. And I think I'm going to clamp it, guys, because it feels a little like it's... I'm going to have to sit and hold it, and I don't want to waste time doing that, or waste your time too, watching me just hold down a piece of green card. So let's just clamp it, which probably helps to hold that down too. And in the meantime, we can get our little notes down. I wonder if it's dry yet, if I can do this. It's not liking it. Why is it not? Okay, well that's... Right, that's going to have to be close enough. It's not working so well, guys. There we go. Almost. Oh, I'll have to come back and darken these white lines. But that's okay. For now, see, on this one, it worked. And I guess it's because I waited for it to dry. And I only used black there. So we've got to paste it down. Where's my glue? Here it is. Let's get that pasted down, and I want glue everywhere on this. Okay, just like that. And let's go and find the middle-ish. Oh gosh, okay, our middle-ish is going to have to be kind of like there-ish. Okay, that's pretty close to the middle. I'm going to let this dry just for a second before I go messing with it, and then we'll draw in the edge for our belly band, and then we're done. So it is, I think, probably not 100% dry, but I think it's enough for me to start getting the white markings down here. Yes, that's fine. That works fine. And so while I didn't want this to look Christmassy because of the green, I think it's still, it maybe to me now looks more like a circus design than it does Christmassy, which is great because it's still kind of tying in. It'll tie in with the page that I'm considering. I don't really know, but I'll see. You know, when you look through a junk journal and you're trying to find where you want to put your different goodies that you made for the journal, a page always somehow springs out at me, so I'll find one. I think I already have one, but that's a problem for another day, right? Yeah, I think this is fine. This turned out great. And then that blue belly that was too small, little strip, is probably going to look really, really nice as a sticker or something somewhere else, because it's a nice little piece that I can maybe either paste something down in the middle here or write something as well. And maybe it's going to be a little belly of its own, belly band, or a sticker, or a pocket, or something. I'll find something for it. Okay, there it is. So now I think if I cut this small enough, oh no, Oh my gosh, for a minute I thought I put the hole down here. My gosh, I gave myself a heart attack. But it's okay. Whew. There we go. So now I'm waiting for the white paint pen to dry, and then I will come in. I don't know if it's, no, it's not dry yet, but I will come in with my black marker. I'm gonna try. Oh, I can do it. Okay, no, it's fine. Why is the black uniball working and not the white one? The oddest thing. Okay, doesn't matter. Only matters that we got two pieces here that I think are, although the colors we used for the most part, with the exception of my goof up with this and deciding not to use the tag on, what's that way, right? On that one, I'll use those somewhere else. I really like this. Oh, you know what else I can do before we go? If you take, I thought something wasn't quite looking. If you take your marker and you just carefully run it along the edge, you can give your, up to there, give it a little margin, a little frame in gold. I just think it kind of finishes it off. I'm trying to concentrate so that I don't slip, my hand doesn't slip. Just like that. Okay, perfect. That's what would, I kept looking and thinking, what is it? It's missing something. But there you go. Okay, you guys, well, I really hope that you did enjoy this video and that it's something that you're going to go and try for yourself. And if you loved the video, please hit the like button and also the subscribe button so that I can visit with you again. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Bye.